got some freedom of speech issues to discuss. I think it's a little nerve-wracking when even Matt Drudge is sounding a warning siren over a policy of the president's. Matt Drudge, pretty supportive of Donald Trump for at least the last 3 years. I mean, he was maybe the earliest jumping on the Trump bandwagon. But he's concerned because he's a journalist. And I think a lot of people can see the warning signs here of the president tweeting out, "The fake news is working overtime. Just reported that despite the tremendous success we're having with the economy and all things else, 91% of network news about me is negative. Fake." Parenthetically, after negative, he writes fake.
Is there an exclamation mark after fake?
No.
Oh, really? Huh.
Why do we work so hard in working with the media when it is corrupt? Take away credentials? No. You should not do that. You should not take away credentials. And just because coverage is negative doesn't mean it's fake. It might be, or just, and it's, even if it's not accurate, it's still not necessarily fake. It's somebody's opinion, right? I mean, if you take a story and you spin it with your opinion, that doesn't mean you're making stuff up. It just means that's your opinion. But he's so sensitive about stuff that he can't stand people saying things about him that he doesn't like, and so he wants to put a stop to it. And that's where the pulling credentials thing is coming from. No, you can't do that. You know, between the libel law, which was inspired by the same stuff, the credentials thing, and the fake news, this is a really scary time to be a journalist. It's a scary time for the First Amendment. So Matt Drudge wrote, "I fear the future result of Trump's crusade on fake news will be licensing of all reporters. Dems already floated this in the Senate pre-Trump. The mop-up on this issue is going to be excruciating." And he also brought up a really important point. Whatever Trump starts down this road, his successor just might pick it up and finish it.
Yeah. And
his successor might not be a Republican that we all love and admire, conservative in any way. He might be a progressive. He might be somebody who would love to shut down any criticism, and it might be talk radio that goes away. They might bring back the fairness doctrine, which mandates that you have to have an equal number of liberals to conservatives. Well, please. There's not a station in the country that would survive that. Nobody wants to hear, as it used to be in the 80s, a conservative on the morning show, and then a liberal in the midday show, and then another liberal in the afternoon, and then a conservative at night.
Well, yeah, and that would require labeling people, Pat.
And it's also terrible radio.
Sure
terrible radio. It would be like for a music station. We're going to be top 40 in the morning. We're going to be all standards in the middays. We're going to play country in the afternoon. And then we're going to do some polka at night. You can't do that. You can't do that. It just doesn't work, and it would destroy the radio station. So this is a really bad road to be traveling down. It's got to stop. And supporters of this president have to let him know. No, don't. You can't start credentialing or pulling the credentials of journalists. We can't license and register them. There'd be so many people that would, if you force this issue, it's going to shut down the internet. Because you're not a journalist, so you can't be saying these things. Journalism is a defined profession. And if you're just sitting at home writing your own opinion on a blog or a Facebook page, we can't allow that because you're not licensed. And you might be putting out fake news. It's super dangerous. I mean, really, it could end the First Amendment.